to gossip around the frog pond. My new, I don't know, series, show. It's not
Thing.
a podcast,
I was gonna say,
but
it sounds like a podcast.
it does sound like a podcast, but it's not? I don't think. Is
I
this a
feel like it could
podcast?
turn into one.
Okay, this is, I guess,
Honestly, I
now a
don't know if we could do
podcast.
podcasts
I feel
because
like
we
it could
talk
turn
about our
into one.
personal lives too much.
Welcome to
Well,
this group
it's not a
talk.
live podcast. We can edit it.
This is true, yes.
There.
Welcome to this new show of mine where
Thing.
where me and my friends talk and read Reddit stories because who doesn't love Reddit stories because it is amazing to read other people's problems and not have to worry about yours for a few seconds and judge them not harshly or rudely, but also you can because they're literally asking for your judgment. But we're not judging them, but we are, but we're not.
I'm judging.
So,
I'm judging.
okay,
Yellowy's
we're
judging.
judging.
I will not say that I'm judging. Yellowy's judging.
We're not judging, but we kind of are.
Yellowy
I'm
is.
judging.
But I want to give like a quick little shout out to like all of our avatars, I believe, and the background is made by Luna, literally the best human being ever. So talented. I love her so much. This looks so good. We look good with our cute little avatars, and I love it so much.
I feel like all of our avatars are like what we feel like we look like on the inside.
Yes, precisely.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I got a yes out of Rose, then Yellowy was like, yeah, I guess.
I guess.
I mean,
I guess.
Today we will be reading sibling Reddit stories because we are honestly kind of like siblings and we all can relate to sibling stories because we all have siblings. Am I the asshole for telling my sister not to have her friend over? My sister's friend, 27 female, and I, 28 male, have known each other for a few years because she and my sister are close, but not super well. She was in a relationship with her boyfriend at the time. I liked her, but she wasn't single at the time. When she became single, and after a few months, my sister offhandedly mentioned she had been looking online. I asked her on a date, and she accepted. We went on 7 dates over 2 months, and I assumed we were serious. No, we had no talk about being exclusive, and we didn't sleep together. I didn't ask her to be my girlfriend, I kind of just assumed it would naturally happen. I'm also very busy, so I could only go out with her on Sunday. I work Monday through Saturday for 12 hours because of a project at work. She told me someone else had asked her to be their girlfriend and she accepted, so she was ending it with me. I was shocked and angry because I felt like we were serious and questioned why she would want to date two people at once. She said she only met this guy a week before I asked her on a date, and at the time she didn't work. Nope, at the time she didn't know she would want to be serious with him. She said she had gone on far more dates, 2 to 3 a week, and he showed her off to his parents, which meant the relationship was very serious. She and his guy are both okay. Why is this put in? She and his guy are both Asian. So maybe I don't understand, but I don't show my girlfriend
uh,
off to my parents unless we have been together for months. But she
I don't
said
That.
think that needed to
that's
be. I don't.
that
I don't
didn't
think there's
know.
that anything to do with it.
It does
Yeah.
not. But she said she didn't feel like our relationship was serious, and we only saw each other once a week. I was annoyed because I told her I was very busy with work, and she said she can't tell if that's the whole story or if there is more to it than that. So she just has to interpret from my actions that I'm not serious, and she would rather be with a guy who has shown he's very interested. Anyway, we ended it, and I'm still angry about it. She didn't cheat per se, but feels like she has. My sister lives with me due to the high cost of rent. She rents the basement of my townhouse, but we have one entrance, so I see my ex walking in on the weekends. It really messes with me, and I've asked my sister not to have her come over for a while. Excuse me? My sister, who knows the whole situation, is taking the friend side, telling me I should have shown more interest and asked her out rather than just assuming we were serious and just seeing her come in and out of my house, into the basement. Isn't a big deal. My ex slash her friend lives with roommates while my sister lives alone in the basement. So I can understand why she comes here rather than go to her place, but it still sucks because it's my place and I shouldn't have to see her if I don't want to. My sister told me she would text me when her friend is coming over, and she will go to the door so I don't run into her. But it's my house. I feel like I shouldn't have to do this. Am I the asshole here?
Mhm.
I
I can
I
see both sides.
I can see where he's coming from, but I do think he's the asshole.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where he's coming from, and like the seeing this girl like come into my house like every weekend is kind of like upsetting almost, but like that you see her for 2 seconds and then probably not at all for the rest of the night.
Yes.
It's not like his sister is making him hang out with her.
Yeah, and as she said, the brother should have shown more interest and asked her out rather than just assume they were serious and
Yeah,
dating.
that's something that you need to talk about for sure. You
Yeah.
don't just you don't assume. Like don't just
I've
assume that you guys are
I'll
serious.
admit this is a little personal, but I really don't care. This one guy that I was talking to assumed we were dating because he assumed if you're flirting with someone, you were dating.
Yeah,
So I was like lightly flirting, and he was like, "So we're dating, right?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, we've been together for like a month." I was like, "No,
you're like
excuse me." Like, you can't assume, you have to ask. Someone just doesn't become your girlfriend because you're like, oh, we're flirting now. No, you ask them. No one becomes your partner without you literally having to ask them. Not how it works. I'm sure there's exceptions, but like, still, you should still ask.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that
Like,
is
I get not wanting to see her because you felt like it was cheating, but she
it
didn't. And she said
yeah.
that she would
And
let you know when she's coming over so you don't have to see her.
exactly, and I think this is like she's handling it the right way instead of just
Mm-hmm.
being mad. She's just like, "Oh, I'll let you know when she's coming over so you don't have to see her." Um, but also, yeah, no, that is on him because you
Absolutely.
don't just assume.
Yes. Um,
Yeah.
Like,
top comment.
it would be different if she went out on the date after they already had a conversation about being serious and like
Yes.
explaining feelings and stuff.
If
That's
there
different.
wasn't one.
Then I would have been upset, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Top comment.
Top comment. Sorry, friend. You're the asshole. Your sister's right when she says you shouldn't have assumed you two were exclusive. You two should have communicated to make your intentions clear, and where you both stand. But I don't blame you for feeling hurt and disappointed. Your sister lives in the basement. You've mentioned that it's more private, so let them hang out in the basement. Try to keep your try to keep to yourself while she's there. And if you see her in the house in passing, just be cordial and go about your day. Your sister didn't do anything to warrant not being allowed to have her friend over, and her friend, who I will say is not your ex, didn't do much wrong in my opinion. Although I agree she should have communicated better as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, she could have communicated better, but also when you ugh, I don't know. I was gonna say this, but it sounds kind of hypocritical to a situation that happened in my life not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you're dating, like not together, but like when you're going on dates with somebody, if you're not exclusive, you're not exclusive. And like you
Yeah.
didn't talk about it and you didn't say, "Hey, I only want to see you."
Mm-hmm. Is from Siblings from Hell. So we'll just, backtrack a little
Ooh.
bit.
Yay.
My brother is a misogynist and is infuriating.
Infuriating?
Infuriating.
Infuriating.
Is that what it says, or is that what you're saying?
It says infuriating.
Infuriating?
Infuriating.
This person has since deleted their account, by the way.
Chipmunk.
Okay. My mom was raised by my misogynistic grandfather, so she has always tried to hammer those same beliefs into her kids. Great. My sister and I think
Great.
it's dumb and unfair, but my brother doesn't. Since he's the only boy, he gets everything easy. He doesn't cook, he refuses to cook. He often walks up to me and my sister and asks us when we're going to cook because he's hungry. Then he gets angry when I get confused because I wasn't hungry, wasn't planning on cooking anything. Then he throws a fit like a toddler, berates me for how stupid you are for not cooking. He has never washed dishes in his entire life. He didn't start washing his own laundry until he started college. Even when he's home, he refuses to wash them. He's over for summer vacation right now, and he did not wash his laundry for a month. He started wearing other people's clothes because he had nothing to wear. My mom eventually washed them for him. He gets on to me for being such a woman. Huh? He gets on to me for being such a woman. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
God. The day before yesterday, my sister was being frustrating and created a huge mess in the kitchen. My sister was being frustrating. I'm gonna stop checking in the grammar. The day before yesterday, my sister was being frustrating and created a huge mess in the kitchen. I was complaining about it and mainly mumbled to myself while I was cleaning it. Then my brother told me I needed to stop being such a woman. When I asked what he meant, he pointed out that I was complaining about someone who wasn't in the room while I was cleaning. He said I needed to take the 2 L's because I was being stereotypical. He does this all the time. Like if I wear a dress ever, even a casual sundress, he'll get onto me for being too much like a woman. Bro, I am a woman, literally born female. Why is it a bad thing when I act like a woman? What's the problem? I don't get it. He also makes a lot of jokes about women. He had me watch the 1997 Berserk anime. I do not know what that is. And I said I didn't like the only girl main character, Casca, because it felt like the author had never interacted with the woman before. The character seems to have extreme mood swings. In one scene, she was telling a character about how much she hated him and tried to fight him. Then the next minute, she burst into tears, said she was jealous of the man, and then she and the guy had dirty tango. Plus, Casca ended up fainting and having a fever because she was on her period? Bunch of question marks. Even though that is definitely not how that works. Anyway, I was like, talk about mixed signals. What just happened? My brother just went off like, yeah, like all women, and insisted that all women are crazy with a raging bipolar disorder and no sense of control over their emotions. With the period thing, all he had to say was, so? Like he just brushed it off because he couldn't have cared less, which I guess is fair. He refuses to cook, refuses to clean, even his own messes, doesn't like it if I act girly, and constantly make jokes about women being too emotional. It's annoying. What an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, God.
What got me was like the he gets mad because sister wasn't gonna make anything for dinner. Like, do you not know how to make your own food?
Exactly. People
Like
do.
it,
Nobody should be cleaning up your mess.
yeah.
That is your mess. Unless you're a child or someone who literally can't do it. That is
Like
different.
yeah, like if it's a
He is a
child, but
grown man.
even at
He's
that, like
he
like
started wearing someone else's clothes
like when I
because he
have
wouldn't do
kids,
his laundry.
when I have kids, Jesus, if I have kids, like once they are old enough to help me clean, like I'm not gonna make them clean, obviously. I'm not gonna be like, you're 1 years old, like go freaking vacuum something. No, I'm gonna have them help me if they're wanting to help me, just so they learn, like, hey,
Mhm.
you can do this. It's not that hard.
Start
If I
wearing other people's clothes.
Yeah. Like, whose clothes is he wearing? Dad's? Or is he gonna start wearing sisters too?
You're such a woman because you're grumbling and like rightfully upset. God. Oh, you're wearing a dress? Such a woman. I would punch him in the face.
Oh, I would too. No, okay, if when I start dating somebody, right? If I move in with them and it turns out that they don't know how to do their own laundry, like they know how to do it, they won't make food for themselves,
Mm-mm.
nothing. I'm gonna be like, oh heck no, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No,
And if
no, no,
that
no.
happens, you guys both better slap me across the face.
God, and the character in the anime, what the hell is that? I I'm so angry with you. You're like, she was like, had never interacted with the character. When she's telling a character how much she hated him, starts fighting him, then says she's jealous, then has sex with him, then ends up fainting and having a fever because she has a period. Huh? What? What? That is
Yeah, no, I'm just
so
saying
like
that.
inaccurate. What?
I was gonna say that sounds like the writer has never interacted with a woman before, or if he or she, I don't know if that's a girl writer, then I'm gonna be like, what the frick.
I'll Google it
Sounds
real
like they've
quick.
never interacted with a woman before, and if they have interacted with a woman, it has been for 0.2 seconds, and the woman has
Oh
been like, "Ew, get
god.
out of my
This
sight."
doesn't look it's an 8.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
How much you want to bet it's all men?
Probably. Okay, we ready for the next one?
Next week I'm off every other day, which is
This
kind of
one will
nice.
be a true off my chest.
Okay.
Rant. I am done with my sister's paranoia. I'm done with my older sister, 23 females, paranoia. Everything and everyone gives her bad gives her a bad vibe. Most of the time that we go outside, I know I get it. We are two girls going out, a lot of things can go wrong and had
Mm-hmm.
gone wrong for others, but still we can be cautious of people without you breathing down my neck and rushing me every time you think someone is looking at you. People are allowed to look toward your general direction. It's not like I don't it's not like I don't know. Maybe there's a display behind you that they are trying to look at, especially when most of the time she does stand right in front of something something. Like, bitch, move, you're in the way. Most of the time she's seeing the thing in the edge, but then she starts itching closer and ends up in the middle. It makes it worse that she's a bit of a main character. She has a bit of main character syndrome. It's not to the point of delusion, but in her mind, everyone is looking at us and trying to do the worst possible thing to her or us. Like, hello, I'm right here. We're less likely to get targeted because there's two of us. It gets exhausting, offering the very obvious solution, aka therapy, for this problem that she does not want to fix. She will never take why, you may ask, because therapy is for crazy people, and I am not crazy. That is some of the stupidest mentality my culture engraved on people, and it's annoying and frustrating. Most of the time, she always says she gets more paranoid because she has her little sister with her, and she needs to protect me. But I know if something like that were to happen, she's just going to push me into it and leave me behind so she can save herself. For example, there was one time where we were in the backyard alone when we heard something that scared the both of us. I'm over here trying to grab her so we can run inside and get the heck away from whatever that thing was. And what does she do? She freaking pushes me towards it and runs like she was trying to be the next Usain Bolt. Gets inside the house, locks the door behind her. I'm still outside trying to get up from her freaking betrayal. At least she did wait by the door so she can unlock it so I can get in. I think two cats started fighting. I don't remember. Anyway, sorry the post is a bit long. I just need to let it out. Thank you for reading.
damn.
There were no punctuation till the very end.
None at all.
And if you were wondering how they spell two, it's TWO.
I mean, they mentioned culture, so their first language might not be English.
Did they?
Yeah,
I'm the one who
they
read
said,
it. Oh, I think they mean like the stupid mentality my culture engraves on people. You're right. I thought they meant like society. I don't know why I took
oh,
culture as
I know.
society.
I thought that as well. I'll be honest.
Okay.
um,
Your sister's paranoid. She's crazy.
Yep.
yeah.
Maybe avoid, public places with her.
Don't
Maybe.
go out in public. Don't
Okay.
let her
My
leave
dog
the
farted
house.
again, and I can taste it in the air.
That is
Not just smell
disgusting.
it, taste it on my tongue. My
That is
God.
gross.
Oh, did you guys know that, my dog got sick and we were really worried that he might be like dying or something? No. He ate rabbit shit and got sick.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, he's
I
still dealing
don't
with that.
remember that.
Yeah,
I don't think
my
she texted
dog.
me about it. I don't know.
I thought I texted the group chat, but
It might have been the group chat.
my
I'm
dad's
not gonna
dog
lie.
slash my dog. I only call him my dog because I don't know. He's the family dog. He ate rabbit poop, and the vet explained it's because it smells like grass. It smells like grass because they only eat grass. But he ate it and he got sick, and we were like, he's literally dying. He's dying. Goodbye. No, he ate rabbit shit. Am I the asshole for sharing a GIF? GIF, whatever.
Oh, I thought you said gift with a
GIF.
T.
It's spelled
Oh.
it's spelled GIF, so it's GIF in this moment.
Okay.
God, he farted again. My sister's boyfriend says hell yeah a lot, very casually. Like, do you want to go for Five Guys? Hell yeah. Do you want a Bud Light? Hell yeah. And what have you. We are planning a rafting trip, and my sister wants to invite her boyfriend. She said she thinks he'll like it. I texted that when she invites him, he'll probably be like, and then I sent a, he'll probably be like, and then sent a gif of Harley Quinn show
Phonetic
where
combo.
Kite Man says, hell yeah. Whatever that means. Harley Quinn saying, hell yeah, the show where Kite Man. Yep. She asked if I was making fun of her boyfriend. I said no, that he's just a character from a show. She asked what the gif was supposed to mean. I said, I just think that's what he will say. We kind of went back and forth, and she thinks I'm making fun of her boyfriend and was disrespecting him. I think it's just a funny gif. Was I the asshole? She wants me to apologize, but I refused. No, you're not an asshole. That's funny.
Yeah.
No, that is funny. I don't
What?
understand why
You're an
she
asshole. How
thinks.
dare you make a funny joke because my boyfriend repeatedly says, hell yeah. It's
I
like
don't
how
understand.
I say I gotcha to everything. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I'm just trying to be like, oh, I understand. I gotcha.
I don't understand why that is not funny. I don't know. What is
People said that they are not the asshole. That they would have done the
they're
same
not, 'cause
thing.
they're not.
You should encourage her
Yeah.
to show him, and I bet he would laugh and say, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Probably.
Hell yeah.
I was
Probably
expecting like
mid-laughing too.
I was expecting the Breaking Bad hell yeah.
Why do miserable people start fights but then portray themselves as the victim when they started it? Comma, rant.
Comma.
Oh, that's not the right word. Parentheses, rant. Parentheses. Not a comma. Me, 21 female, and my sister, 27 female, got into a real bad argument this week. Sorry, that sentence. We got into a real bad argument this weekend. A real bad one. I don't know why that
Real
got me. A real bad argument this weekend. It all escalated because I told her that I broke up with my ex because he cheated on me. Instead of her being there for me and comforting me, she just flat out started attacking me and saying anything to try and hurt me. What the hell? She slept with the boyfriend, 100%.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
I was joking, but
Okay, maybe like
honestly,
98%.
yeah,
95.
90.
95? I'm fine with 95.
I'm currently reading 90%, but you know, I'm fine
I'll
with
stick with
95.
my 95.
Back to OP, only because I'm about to say percentage and it's OP saying it.
Okay.
I'm 90% sure she was drunk. She started attacking me, saying how broke I am when she doesn't know how much money I have.
Wait, I'm sorry.
She
She's attacking her for how broke she is after she broke up with her ex.
apparently
What
she's
does that have to do with it?
she's trash talks my exes. What is happening? She's definitely drunk, but what?
I'm sorry. I still don't quite understand. Like, is she like mad at her because she's broke and broke up with her rich boyfriend, or like what's
couldn't
happening
tell you.
here?
I couldn't tell you. She starts attacking me, saying how broke I am, when she doesn't know how much money I have. She trash talked my exes and was just being nasty towards me. That's when I got defensive and started screaming at her. You don't let your ex. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Little trigger warning here. Nothing crazy, but also a little something crazy. Started screaming at her. You let your ex beat on you for all those years, yet you want to give me advice about relationships and men? If you so much. Oh, if sorry, I can't read. If you have so much damn money while you are almost 30 still living here. She insisted that the reason why I wasn't talking to her was because of my now ex, but in reality, I told her it was because I'm tired of her negativity and her pessimistic outlook on everything. She has been complaining to me about how her ex abused her for 4 to 5 years that they were together, and now she's feeling XYZ. I'm really I've really tried my best as her younger sister to let her vent and confide in me, but I have my own problems and life to live also. They broke up almost 2 years ago, by the way, yet she still consistently talks crap about him and his behavior as if it were yesterday. I'm tired of hearing it. She also is very hypocritical of my decisions, and she's mean and judgmental towards any guy I date or anyone I befriend. She clearly is miserable. I've done nothing to her but be supportive. She never supported any of my relationships or anything that I really do in general, but she expects me to pat her on the back. I told her during our argument that she can F off, and I think a lot of the things I've said in reality hurt her feelings, but why should I care? She always says hurtful, mean things to me and diminishes what I feel. It's not fair at all. In her eyes, me going out on dates and not engaging with her negative ass is me switching up and being fake. I move too fast with my relationships because I want to spend a lot of time with my new boyfriend. That's part of dating. I don't get how that is moving fast, but that's what I mean by she's negative. She just finds fault in any and every single thing that I do. Even when there's nothing negative, she'll make something up in her head and believe it. I also never really get the chance to voice how I feel because when I do, she's constantly finding something negative in any aspect, or she does this really annoying thing where she just diminishes my feelings altogether. So I stopped venting to her and inviting her out. When I did invite her to do things with me, she constantly flaked on me, made lame excuses, or just complained about finances when she has plenty of money saved up. So I give up and did things by myself, or if I'm dating, I do things with that guy. She is also very manipulative and vindictive. She does things if she's expecting something in return, and overall, she's a very unhappy person. I hate being around her because I know she's judging me and makes me feel very depressed. Everything she says is a constant complaint. She talks crap and everyone in the house, yet has never hold on, sorry. She talks crap and everyone in the house, yet she never focuses on healing from her ex. I'm always crossing my boundaries. She's always crossing my boundaries and saying nasty side remarks to me, so that's why I blew up on her. She's been throwing slugs at me for months. She's been throwing slugs at me for months now, and I've tried to ignore her. She told our mom a different story, and now she's portraying herself as a victim when she instigated that argument. I told my mom the truth, and she said she's being nitpicky with me and mean, and I was tired of dealing with her. Now my mom is saying because of that argument she started, she really wants to move out. What the fuck? Whoa. Um, my first thought, I don't really feel like I needed to know that thing about your sister's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Ex
not gonna lie, I feel like I'm grading like an essay that went way too long.
Yeah. My
Like
other thing
like she
is
didn't know what else to talk about.
my thing is she did not need to bring it up to her sister. She did
Yeah.
not need to bring it up to us. And people can take as long as they want to heal from a situation that was traumatic.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say what it was because I'm gonna have a trigger warning for like that time frame
Yeah.
Mhm.
because it literally did not add to the story at all. And like it did not add anything. I didn't oh god, he farted again. I did not need to know that about the sister's past. She is not a great human if all she is negative and hurts you. Now would be a time to either confront her about it, which I believe she did, or just move on. Don't talk to your sister about personal things and just leave it at that. Just put that over there.
Yeah.
Like, OP is allowed to be upset that she was cheated on. She's allowed to be upset that the sister's been negative, and her feelings are 100% valid.
Yeah.
I didn't need to know about your sister's ex, though. But you are
No.
this the OP is 100% valid in everything that they are saying, except for that. They are allowed to be upset, and sister's an asshole. And I hope she gets therapy. She could use some good therapy.
Mhm.
I told my brother to apologize to his bully.
What?
I'm trying to make sure I'm reading that right. I told my brother to apologize to his bully.
So somebody he wants. Okay.
The title is exactly it. I don't know what the frick I was thinking. We were young and I was dumb. And I
Oh,
was
okay.
shy and hated confrontation, and the bully told my brother to apologize. And he'd stop, and for some fricked up reason, I made him do it. This was several years ago when we were kids, and I've apologized multiple times since then, but my brother recently revealed that he still resents me for it. Not that I blame him. How old are you? Oh, the dog farted again.
What are you feeding your dog?
I don't know. Food. Food for old dogs. Senior food dogs.
Well, that's
He
bad
went to the
then.
vet today. They said that it was the antibiotic still in his system. But also, why is brother still angry at that? He said it was years ago. He's apologized.
Do we know how old they are?
No.
No.
If it's still in I don't know, high school where they still have to interact with the bully, I would understand. But it was a while ago. They both were victims. That's difficult, but I also feel like this is a situation, all feeling, I always say this, all feelings are valid. You are allowed to feel how you want to feel. But in this situation, I think both of them need to look at each other and realize that they both are victims of this bully. And they need to hug and bond over being bullied. I think. Maybe? I hope that's coming out how I want it to come out. Like, they both just need to hug and realize they both are victims. And victims shouldn't attack each other, they should lift each other. Right, guys? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I had fun doing this. I have a little Reddit folder on my computer. We have a lot of different other options. If you guys are enjoying this, leave suggestions in the comments of what you want to hear. Be cool like that. Leave a like too. And also subscribe.
Question.
Question mark?
Subscribe. It's free and everyone likes free and it also helps me out. So
And
it'd
you
be
can always
pretty dope as
unsubscribe.
shit. Exactly. You can also always unsubscribe when you feel like it, but you should subscribe because there will be more Reddit stories. Even if this doesn't do too well, I like doing this.
Maybe next time I'll be reading. I don't know.
Ooh,
Nice.
yes.
Yellowy reading?
Yellowy?
Sorry.
You can pick the topic if you're reading too. You can pick the topic. I will find stories.
Oh gosh, choices.